Welcome everyone to Wicked Ones, a Forge in the Dark game run by myself, Matthew Pose. You can find me at startplaying.games, and I'll let the players introduce themselves and their characters for today.
All right. I'm Justin, and today I am playing Lord Movish, a very skilled orc hunter who, little bit deranged, a little violent, but he does what he can.
All right. Today I'm playing Slimmick, the Slissic conniver, who continues to talk and berate everyone and continues to go crazy every single session.
Hello, I'm Rafferty, and you don't know it yet, but I'm the reason why you're here, because I'm playing with Peony Aragast. My friends call me Peony. Notice no one here calls me Peony. And yes, I am a dark succubus with power over time and space.
All right, now that we've introduced everyone, let's do a quick recap because it's been 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, last time you guys started working on the second floor, building it up. You had a short little adventure and came back home to discover that, your imps had let something in they shouldn't have. Upon investigation, you found some robotic dogs which someone tamed, now replacing your level 1 creature, and a gate, big metal iris and all. A little finagling, you got it open. Guard decided he was going through, and that's where we left off last time. So now's the question: is everyone else jumping in, or
That's a good question. Gar just thumped through, and I can't help but notice there's an iris that we can close and keep him away forever, thus taking complete control for ourselves. Or we could go through and take whatever loot he happens to get, because he's gonna take it all.
I think it is very clear that we go with the second one because, well, money.
Money! And I'll jump in.
Yep.
all right? So this is going to count as our raid for this session. Normally, you guys would come up with a plan, one of the six. I don't know if that applies here, but we're going to assume it's some kind of assault.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, we're bursting in and we're just starting a fight, apparently.
Mm. So you guys jump into this portal-like thingy, and reality twists and bends, and eventually plops you out in the middle of a room. No portal, no nothing. It's dark, other than a couple fires lit behind some large statues that are facing away from you. Looking around the area, you guys don't see Gar here.
Huh, guess he got lost in the space in between portals. Oh well. So, I think first step is definitely trying to identify where we are. There's some statues here.
Can I use my scout ability to establish what these statues look like?
Well, since it hasn't been stated yet, you could.
Okay. So these statues look like semi out of shape goblins with way too much teeth.
Ah, good old Toofy.
Also, the teeth are sharp, just for fun.
Hmm.
I thought all goblins had sharp teeth.
Only once they file them.
But these ones are like particularly sharp.
Hmm. That's why you're our master scout. I wouldn't have noticed. I'm
Exactly.
not that schooled in goblin taxonomy. Really, just get the pliers and just rip them right out.
Alright. So, it's quite possible
Hmm.
that there's some goblins around then. So, I think what I'm probably going to do is try to sneak around and scout out the area.
That sounds like a plan.
Alright, and I am currently have my muscles shocked if I skulk around, so I'll roll one dice for this.
All right,
You know what? I'll just click one die. That's easier for me to
that
do.
works too. All right. So mixed results. So you're scouting around, and you realize that the platform you're on, once you get where the light is coming in, is actually blazers that are lit on the other side of the statue, and you
Ooh.
are raised up above this, almost what looks like mechanical city. There are gears and pulleys the size of buildings turning. There is movement below. The sound of metal on metal echoes throughout.
Ooh. Well, I think we're with the brass cult. And let me just check my master plan here. They are a religion we could try to corrupt while we're here, or we could just go ahead and smash and break things and take it home. They've definitely got plenty of stuff to smash and break.
Does this look like it is the cult of the brass god or something else?
Give me a quick scan. You're not in a dangerous situation whatsoever right now. All right, this is definitely not the same markings as the brass god.
I do not believe this is the cult of the brass god.
What do you know? Could totally be the brass god.
Well, then who the hell are these people?
I don't know.
Huh.
I remember the brass gods worshiping goblins, though. Why is our dungeon full of dimensional portal? It's like this is supposed to be the one place this kind of crap wasn't supposed to be happening.
Well, to defend the dungeon, it was kind of Gar that opened up all those portals. Other
Just
than this
seal them
one, of
all.
course.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like this making portals into our base is maybe making a Swiss cheese scenario. Which is
Who knew
delicious. I could use some.
Who knew altering the fabric of time? Here, have some Swiss. Here, you can have some Swiss cheese. I mean, I've got some, so I just give it.
Okay. So it definitely doesn't look like a cult of brass gods. So, well, we got to find someone or something around here. So,
Well, the imps definitely care about this. Didn't the imps build this portal in the first place, or at least uncover it?
yeah,
They uncovered it.
yeah. So I guess quickly give me like what our surroundings were again. We're at a high place looking down, I think.
Yeah, you're about what would be about 30 feet up on this platform where these statues overlook the city in different directions. The city is entirely mechanical. You can see large gears the size of buildings turning into the street. As you look down and take a closer look, there doesn't seem to be any races you're familiar with. You do notice the odd machine person walking around, but the majority of the species here seem to have either grayish or like purplish skin.
We spent all that money on mechanical parts. We could have just gone in here.
All right, everyone, quick huddle. I'm going to take a bunch of this soot from this brazier here, and I'm going to smear it all over you guys so that we match skin color wise and don't seem like we are odd ones out. That'll at least allow us to get close enough to start beating people in the head.
Are you
Absolutely.
making up excuses just to touch my body all over?
Yes.
You know we don't have to do that. We're married, right?
Oh, right. And I'll look at like the 10 rings on my finger. It's like, oh, right, I sold off 5 of those. All right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to disguise ourselves.
All right. I will submit to this. It's not the most undignified thing I've done today.
All right. So, Oni, is there any sort of thing I need to worry about here?
No, we're just going to assume you get the soot on them, get the skin color closing to match as you can as the people you see down below.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Why are the people here so filthy?
They probably smell terrible. I'm going to suggest nose plugs.
Smells do
What?
not bother me.
We live in a place full of festering corpses. This place is like, a candle factory.
Yeah, but those are
It's
good
different,
bad
though.
smells.
I'm just going to stare at you blankly and then let that go.
While this discussion is happening, I would also like to use my sticky fingers ability,
Ooh.
since we are at a high ground,
Mm-hmm.
to look out over the space and notice a space inside that has some good loot.
Yeah,
Right, so
yeah, if you point it out, I'll go with you. I also have sticky fingers.
all right, so we can note 2 places if you guys want.
Yeah.
So,
To what we're going to say north, just based on the statue that you first picked to steal soot from, you can see a almost tower-like structure that kind of stands out. It stands out because it's completely painted in white. It seems to have a lot less frequent people and a lot more metal man that seem to walk around outside of it. It stands about 4 stories tall, and you can guess from here maybe the inside is only maybe 20 by 20 feet going up. The other sticky fingers will go to the west, and looking out is the only wooden building here. It is a large structure, and people seem to be coming and going from there. There's probably something important if it's the only thing not made from everything else.
So do we want guarded or popular?
My vote is guarded.
Have you made an attempt to meet the locals yet? They might.
I know we've been here talking.
Yep.
Okay, well, while you two are planning against a loot, I'm going to go talk to the locals.
All right, go for it.
All right, I'm in disguise. I'm also incredibly charming.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, and what you slip your way down, you see plenty of people moving around below. What language do you speak to them in?
Rafferty? Uh-oh.
Is Raph with us? Did we lose him?
Good question.
All right, jump back. What are the other two of you doing while Raph is slipping into the local populace?
I guess, so what do you think, Lord Movich? Oh, there we go.
Am
We
I
got
back?
Raph back. Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
There we go. Did
That
you
was
hear any
weird.
of that?
I heard all of you guys. And the audio
Okay.
never get out.
Oh, okay.
So, no, my question was when I slip into the crowd, ironically, was that are any of these people talking?
You see the odd wave. For the most part, they don't seem to be communicating. People seem to be in a hurry, but you do catch the odd word in the dark tongue.
Oh, yeah, excellent. I speak dark tongue.
Mhm.
How do you do, fellow denizens?
And you stop a couple, they're like, uh, in a hurry, yourself?
I'm just falling behind on creating the ultimate expression of the demiurge to mechanical devices. Devoting my entire life to toil and labor according to Vitruvian designs is the best thing I ever did. What about you?
And the that you stop go real quiet, and you can but only barely hear the other one. Do you think it's a fanatic? I don't know. We should report them. And they start to cross the street.
I would like to, well, obviously, small talk is not something people do here a lot. I need to find a place where people small talk.
Fair, you
Well,
can
you
give me a
know.
banter to try and read the situation closer if you wish.
Excellent. I am the master of banter.
All right, so you're noticing the thing that really seemed to spook them is when you started saying words like devotion and other things that could refer to possible religion that got them really nervous.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to size up their conversation and figure out what the hell is going on here. It's a giant mechanical city.
Mhm.
Plus, we got invaded by giant mechanical things earlier that complained about how we were using giant mechanics. So that's why I banter. I have a sick.
All right, so you are able to follow them close enough. They don't think you're dangerous, but they come up to one of the mechanical creatures walking below. And on closer look, they look a lot like the creatures that invaded your dungeon.
I figured.
Yeah, and they start going, I think it's one of those religious fanatics. And the mechanical thing almost turns, well, mechanically, and looks at you that they're pointing at as you're approaching, and it
Sorry,
stands up.
I must have misspoke. You see, I'm new here, thus the nuances of your local patois are somewhat foreign to me. I apologize if I've committed enormity. I say affably.
It takes that in for a second. Where are you from?
Carabas?
And it pauses, and its head kind of looks up for a second. Religion is not permitted here.
Ah, down with Down with all false gods, especially Gar.
And it tilts its head slightly and looks to the sky again. And then looks back.
That was easy. So, what's all this about? Is there like a autarch or demiurge or transcendental intelligence that dictates all of creation? What do you guys do here?
And the machine thing kind of looks weird, and the others come back. Oh, we're so sorry. We thought you were one of the fanatics who were coming through.
I get that a lot.
Yeah,
I have resting zeal phase.
Yeah, how can we help you if it can be quick?
Oh, I'm looking for my lost friend, Ilthuane the Master. He carries a tiny silver hammer. I think he might have gotten disoriented and thinking this is a place where he'd go ahead and get the number 8 screws to repair his uncabulator. Have you seen him?
And they shake their head no.
Uh, if someone was a stranger and lost around here, where would they go? Like, especially if they accidentally said that they worship the false god Gar or something.
Well, they could be taken to the tower in the north and they give a point. Or killed in the street, potentially, if they resisted too much.
Resistance doesn't sound like Ilthuane's thing. Thank you very much. You've been a great help. Good luck in whatever it is that you do.
Yes. Good luck to you too finding your friend.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other looter guys, the Lord and my husband.
I swear those things were going to kill you.
They probably will.
Right, we got a time limit. So,
On your I have a time limit. The portal might close. We'll be stuck here forever. So, what was that tower up there on your list of places you think is good to loot?
oh yeah, it definitely has something good there.
Well, it
Absolutely.
is a tower.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we are here, so I guess we might as well steal things.
That's the idea.
All right.
Well, actually, with
Hmm?
those robots or machines, did you know that deep into the back of the heads, there's a button you can press to turn them off?
Right. Well, the
Uh,
trick is getting to it because if they see,
established with a point of stress.
Okay.
yeah, the trick is getting to that. But that's good to know. Really, pretty much everyone has a spot on their head somewhere that if you press it hard enough, it shuts down. But that's good to know.
See, the problem with these ones is it's like inside the where the mouth should be, so you have to like small space get in there.
Oh yeah, no. I know all about pushing on the back of something to reset it. I used to own a Mac.
Well, in that case, I suppose the first thing we want to investigate is the tower, then, isn't it?
Sure, it's right over there. You can just get taken to the tower. Just run around
Well,
the streets, like shouting "Amen" or
why don't
"Hallelujah."
we start
Sounds
with the place
terrible.
that's popular? You can go there, act like you're just seeing what's going on.
Yeah,
Maybe
we can
swipe
walk the
some
streets
stuff.
freely here, so we may as well just go
Sure,
ahead, walk up, and take a look
yeah.
at it first.
You can even
Yep.
speak the dark tongue. It's great. This is like a great hangout. Why don't we move here? This looks way better than the dungeon. I mean, look, air.
There's a
But
lot
there's
more loyal
people.
subjects who could serve my every need here.
Yeah, well, people are. You have something against people? They can have conversations. I don't like those imps.
No, that was
I
a
don't really.
positive thing.
No. I don't like people.
Oh,
I
you
like
don't.
person, but I don't like people.
Hmm. Who knew that our Dark Lord here would be a dark malefactor who is a horrible misanthrope and thinks of nothing but killing and destroying to accomplish his own ends?
But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and start approaching the tower and take a look closer at what the bottom level looks like.
Apparently, you can just walk towards it.
Yep.
It's the easiest quest ever. I
Yeah.
like easy.
Does it also seem like people are just openly walking up to that wooden structure as well?
Yeah.
The wooden structure people are walking up to. The tower itself, very few are going near. It's mostly the machines that are coming and going from there.
Maybe we should do
Okay.
the
Yeah.
easier one first. Because we could just walk into the other one.
I think
Agreed.
we should do the walk-in one first, just to get a lay of
Yeah.
the land. I mean, we just walk in, and if there's nothing worth it, walk
Alright.
right out.
So we're walking one direction, radical
I'm all
turn,
about.
go to the wooden house.
It's weird. It's made out of wood. Everything else here is made out of metal, right?
Mm-hmm. It's very weird. So what's everyone doing there?
All right, so as you approach, the sign above it says the Queen's Opera House. And you see most of the people as they're going in, they're being handed masks, they're handing off tickets, people exchanging what looks like silver here.
Oh, yeah. We don't have any money.
Oh, that's okay. I'll go ahead and, as we approach, I will swipe some silver off that someone else just paid with, put it into my hand, and pay to the next cashier with that.
Hey, give me a skulk.
Okay. Boop-a-doop. Bam.
All right, so you do end up swiping this money. It's all oily and greasy, and it kind of gets on your hands from the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of swipe this off with, as you pass it off, they hand you off 3 masks.
Alright.
Oh, this is great. You never take me anywhere.
What kind of masks are these?
Right,
Face mask, I hope.
give me an invoke to
Ooh.
try and identify what they are.
Well, I don't have it, but I'll go ahead and roll it anyway.
Can I do the same?
If you want to try and examine it with magic, yes.
That's fine.
Haven't the slightest clue.
Mixed success.
All right, so the other two, while you're doing this, shock your guts. The mysteries of this magic just elude you. Meanwhile, Lord Movish, you take a closer look at this. This is definitely arcane magic of some kind. And what it will do, it will mask your voice. Everything said through it will be very monotone.
I
These
can
will
feel the...
intentionally change your voice.
Lord Movish, you put it on though, but you don't sound any different. What's wrong?
Apparently, I'm monotone.
Well, it'll be very confusing when you take it off. This is good. Perhaps we should
Agreed.
proceed into the opera house then, and see what the festivities are. Oh, you're muted, Raph.
Ah, there we go. I hate push to talk.
Yeah.
So the mask doesn't actually change your appearance; it just hides your face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hides your face and gives you a monotone voice.
Interesting. Well, if everyone else is putting them on, I'm going to put them on. Besides, it's opera. We're supposed to sit there and watch it.
Indeed. Well,
Unless
let's go
it's
see.
participation opera. Unless it's the blood opera. I haven't had a good blood opera in centuries.
We're about to find out.
All right, so you go to your seats where your tickets were given. You sit down, the place is packed, and out come both mechanical and living beings performing this opera, all in a monotone voice. It is painfully long.
A monotone opera. I love it.
It, it just beeps and zeros and ones. What's wrong with that?
You have to listen to the notes that they're not singing.
Ah, yes, here. Let me help myself with that. But given that it seems to be kind of dragging on and is actually incredibly boring, I think now's probably the perfect time to go ahead and try to, start stealing from people. In the darkness.
Don't ruin this for me.
Oh, I won't.
Excuse me. I have to use the washroom. And
Perfect.
I will do the same thing.
Do you want to just go ahead and do this together?
What's your skulk?
2.
Mine's the same. So if we do it separately, we may be able to get more results.
Okay. So, separately then.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm going to dark heart.
I do have my leaf cape, which gives me camouflage. We're not necessarily in a forest, but it is dark. And it is a cape.
Camouflage, is that a defense feature it has?
It would be an additional bonus if we were in an environment for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work in
Yeah.
the opera house.
Here, I'm just saying that. Here, I'm just trying to go for it's an item, it's a cape. Rather than
Okay.
specifically the extra bonus for it being camouflaged.
Yeah. Just make it easier to justify.
Okay. So, I'll go ahead and roll my skulk. I do pretty well.
Can I also use Thrill of the Hunt to find a easy target?
Yeah.
So this is at greater effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Critical.
Oh, wow. So, Slimmick, you're picking the odd pocket here and there. Lord Movish, you go up and you look at someone who looks important. They seem pretty important and doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to what's going on around them. You reach into their pouch and expecting to pull out a handful of coin, and you feel something solid and you start pulling and you start pulling and you slowly pull this sword out of this bag that should not hold it, and somehow no one notices.
And I'm out of the opera house.
Oh, perfect. So you got a sword.
Got a ghoulish purplish glow to it.
I'm just gonna write that down so remember. Alright. Well, we're having a good time. I guess the next thing to do is, after I've taken enough and put from other people's pockets and put into my pockets, and everyone's still busy with stuff, I think it's probably about time I go backstage and start adjusting scripts.
Yes.
Interesting.
What did I just say?
Is Peony enjoying the performance up to this point?
Oh my God, this is incredible, tedious, and painful. A trial. I mean, like, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
My only regret is I didn't have time to bring my minions and force them to watch this with me.
Strap them to the opera seats, pin their eyes open.
Yeah, the little eyedropper, to keep their eyes from drying out. I'm not a monster. Well, actually, I am.
Of course. Alright. But, I have my plot.
All right. So you start making your way backstage. You can see it's somewhere between like a actor's dressing room and a machine shop.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the robots designed for opera. When they come out, they spit out this piece of paper. Someone feeds a different piece of paper with writing into them, and they head back out.
Ooh. There we go. Perfect. So there are people who are feeding them pieces of paper. They have to go somewhere and get more of them. So I'm going to go and follow them.
Yeah, you can see people copying small script out of the book, handing it off, and the runner runs it back to feed to the next one.
All right. So they got a script book. I need to get a hold of that. So I am going to go ahead and see if I can just go ahead and sneak it.
All right, this is going to be a little more dangerous. Like this is right in their hands. They seem very focused on it. It's going to be at limited effect at this point, unless you have some way of
Mm-hmm.
tricking them or something.
Uh, I could try causing a distraction elsewhere temporarily to get their attention and get them away from the book. Maybe that would be better to do first then. If there's like a room nearby to them, maybe like a costuming room or something, I'm probably just literally going to go ahead, run in, knock some stuff over, or like put it precariously, and then try to leave before it makes too much noise.
All right.
So this is a trick to distract them all.
Yeah, give me a trick.
And that is some amount of success.
All right. So yeah, you do set this stuff up curiously to fall. Someone goes in, you hear a crash and a shout. And as you see people going to check, the people who are doing the scripts do not leave.
Hmm. But presumably, at least there are
Meanwhile,
fewer people dealing with them.
hmm
Okay.
well, Peony, you can hear on the floor above you the audience up there watching. One of the men begin to grumble in his monotone voice, "What the? Where?" And then you hear the monotone drop, "Where the hell is it? Damn it! Oh, geez!" And like you can look up and you can see him looking over. This guy's taking the mask off, and everyone's looking at him like this is very improper.
Yeah, they're gonna ruin everything. Sigh. Um. Well, I suppose as everything's getting ruined, I suppose I should get up and start barring the exits.
I'm already outside of this space, so
Yep.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't care about you. No, I'm barring the exits because when we set the building on fire, I don't want these people coming.
Yes.
All right. So, so what are you guys doing about it then? I guess.
All right, so Peony is making sure people can't leave. Meanwhile, outside, Lord Movish, you got this purple glowing sword. What are you doing?
So what I'm just gonna stash that away so it's not out in the open. And I was waiting for the group, but to come out. But when I see a peony come out, it'll be like, that show was awful.
I knew I couldn't sit here for 3.5 hours with no bathroom breaks without you guys ruining everything. I say as I use powerful magic to slide things in front of the door.
What are we doing with the building?
We're barring the exits. It's the only wooden building in town, so when we burn it down, we don't want everyone to escape.
Do we want to do that now?
It's better to do it when the theater is full than when it's empty.
Fantastic.
Whoa!
My
Where did you get the sword?
oh, I took it from someone.
Whoa! Let me see that.
No. um, so my ancient bow can uh, easily ignite flammable materials.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if we're setting this thing on fire,
Well, are we done barring all the exits? By the way, did Sislike get out? Never mind. Help me bar this door.
fantastic. I shall.
I'm sure if he's any good at his job, he'll get out before the place burns down. And if not, well, I guess I need to start killing the other spouses so I get to inherit all of his stuff. It's
All right,
about
so
time, really.
while you guys are working together to bar the doors, give me a tinker to see how well that goes. Meanwhile, Slimmick.
I will help you.
Aw, thank you.
So, as disclosed, the people who are writing still have not actually left their books. That's most
Yeah.
unfortunate.
As
What
you
I
look closer, their gray skin there, and you notice that they're actually chained up to the tables there.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think now's probably the time to kind of slip in and maybe actually have a direct talk with them. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
And he turns, just a few more minutes. I almost got done.
Hey, yeah, you're kind of stuck here. You need a little hand, you think?
He stops for a second, looks at you. What? Wait, what?
See, I got a little bit of something for you if you got a little something for me. I can unlock these things if you make sure that no one bothers me for a while.
Well, there's going to be people running in here to get pieces of for the next part of the play.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Just, make sure they don't think twice about it.
Okay.
Alright. Uh, but I will go ahead and attempt to undo his bonds.
All right. So that would probably be either a tinker or finesse of some kind. Trying to
I
pick
will.
the lock, I imagine.
Yep, I will go with finesse. Not a success. I don't think there's anything I can do post-talk. I'm trying to remember if I can.
You could go hard.
Yeah, I could
That's
go
been good
hard.
before. But anyways, there's going to be consequences for this, and then you can always try again. So
Yep,
you're
let's take some
working away.
consequences.
As you're working away, one of those larger mechanical things walk through the room and kind of stop and station there at the entrance, not looking at you or the others specifically, just seems to pause. So you've gotten a more dangerous situation. It's gone from control to not quite desperate, but not safe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But I could still at least make another attempt and see if I can finish this before it is too late.
But if you don't get a complete success, this thing's going to notice you're interfering with the bonds.
Right.
Your
Maybe
choice.
it would be time for a dark bargain and also going
All right.
terrible,
Oh,
terrible
jeez.
consequences.
So dark bargain, you're not going to get out before the others bar off all the entrances here.
Perfect. This is
All
going to take me
right.
some time, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that extra dice. And if this goes terribly by going hard, it's going to go real terribly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, these are successes at least. Mixed
All right. So
successes.
you do get the bonds off, but you've also gotten the machine's attention, and it turns and it becomes hostile towards you. What do you do?
All right. Uh, I will attempt to talk it down. With banter. And I'm going to
All right.
say, no, no, look, I'm the new scriptwriter. I need to put myself into these. See? See? That could also be trick at that point, couldn't it?
It could be,
I'll try to trick
unless
him.
you're
Either
being
or.
you're certainly not being honest.
I certainly am going to write more script. But if you allow trick, I'll roll trick.
Yeah. Let's see the trick.
Boop. Make success.
All right. So it steps forward right to you, and it gazes on you. Its blade is out, and it points at the chair as the
Right,
other guy gets out.
right. And I'm going to get to the chair. I'm going to give that guy a wink, wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
And hope that means anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go ahead and sit down, and I will start writing some script.
Yeah, and the big mechanical thing reaches down with the little manacles in its hand, goes clip onto your ankle,
Oh, well, that's inconvenient.
and then stands back and watches.
Okay. I am now going to go ahead and write a completely brand new script for myself. Or rather, improv off of what's already here. I've seen some of
All
the
right.
play in motion. I've heard how it's done. I've heard lots of the characters' names. And I have direct access to the rest of the script. I can go ahead and start pushing in things about how great this new character is that's being introduced is. And they are Astroth. Yes, and they will talk about how great things are, about how great it is to be greedy and do things for yourself, and to eat lots of fast food.
All right.
I'm
So you're
pretty sure
working on
that's what
that.
he believes in.
Wow, I can't get over
Meanwhile,
how
go ahead.
pedestrian your ambitions are.
Uh, well, now that you say that, I may as well go ahead and put in an auto-tune segment. Of
All right.
course, it
Meanwhile,
just tunes back to the same note, so it doesn't change anything.
the orc hunter and Peony have fully secured the outside of this oil slick wooden opera house. No one seems to be leaving or coming at the moment because the play is on.
Do we hear lots of booze and stuff coming from inside? Or
Not yet. The play hasn't been changed quite yet.
wow, monotone booze must be something to hear. Boo, boo, boo.
Boo.
Okay, well,
Boo.
I've never heard so many monotone shrieks in all of my life. This is going to be great.
In that case,
Lord,
let's
how far does your bow shoot?
quite far at the bow.
Um, Yeah, because we want to get really far away before we do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
Get an appropriate distance back.
Mm-hmm.
wait, can you
Shoot.
shoot farther than this?
Well, this is the base distance. I could if I wanted to, but I think this will do.
I don't know. I think I don't think you have the strength to hit it farther away than this.
It's a
can't believe I'm
building.
about arson.
And I shoot as he's saying this. It's a building.
And you missed the building.
All right. So we're not going to make you roll to hit the building. I'm
Yay!
going to ask you for a skulk to see if you're caught shooting this flaming arrow from your hidden place to the building.
Dark Heart.
So, does your bow light the arrows on fire, or does it shoot arrows of fire?
It shoots arrows that light things on fire.
Huh.
The arrows are not flaming, nor does it
The
shoot
result
flaming
is-
arrows. The
But
result is flaming.
Huh.
So, yeah, the
It
building
is.
is definitely going up. You hear
Wow.
You hear behind you, Lord Movish, a little clicking sound as you turn to see what looks like a mechanical spider, maybe the size of your fist, and it's starting to scuttle off.
I'll jump on it.
Wait, is it? It's. I'm gonna find out if it's inanimate or not. I'm gonna blow it to crap.
All right, so with Force Mastery, just a quick reminder, it doesn't affect things that are that are animate, right?
It only affects objects. That's what it says.
Things that
So
are
I
not alive. I don't think
Does
this
it-
is alive.
I mean, let me look up exactly what it. I don't know if it's because I don't think golems are a thing in this world, are they? Or are they a
Well,
monster?
Not normally, but we've introduced them in the fiction, but I don't think they're alive. Like this says it
Okay, well,
affects
let's see how Force
objects.
works. It might not work, in which case I'll have to throw something heavy at it.
It says Force Mastery can only move objects, not living things such as plants and animals.
Well, you're not a plant or an animal.
Well, I
So-
don't think a mechanical spider is an
Okay.
animal.
I'm going to spend a stress point and try to make it work. If it doesn't work, tell me.
No. Well, the dice will tell us if it works or not.
All right. Well,
Alright,
it's a partial success.
Describe how you use your powers in a noisy way to utterly destroy this spider.
I guess flip it upside down and smash it against the ground.
All right.
Ground's made out of metal.
Yep. So, several smashing and scraping of metal, and this little spider thing is no more.
Ah, cool! It works. I learned 2 things today.
Well, I think we should head towards that tower because people know that something's happening.
That's the best thing you've said all day. Okay. Do you think Sislik's going to make it out?
I don't know.
You want to bet?
I'm going to bet no.
Okay, I'll bet you 1 gold he does make it out. Shake on it.
The bet is made.
All right, let's go to that tower. Hopefully, by the way, now that you're going to owe me money, you can't dive over in the tower. That would be bad form.
Agreed.
All right. So, meanwhile, Slimmick, you're writing away, and
Mhm.
you're starting to hear the monotone boos come from inside.
They hate me. They really hate me.
Boo.
And
Boo.
you're smelling smoke. And the
Huh,
boos
that's
are kind of
weird.
going. You're not sure if it's boos anymore or people screaming in a monotone fashion.
Huh, is there a difference?
Not a whole lot. That's the problem.
I'm sure it's not my problem, but I've also kind of done most of my work here, and I suspect I'm about to get lynch mobbed in a moment if it isn't on fire. So I do have the friend I freed, but I didn't really disclose what I was thinking or doing with him, so would it be appropriate for me to spend distress and flashback to particularly a plan?
That seems
He's
appropriate.
alright.
What's the flashback?
The flashback is going to be, I'm going to need to get out of here too in a second. in a few minutes. Come back here in a couple minutes when you see the robot bend over and easily make its button really easily accessible. Then rush in and press the button for me. And
All
so,
right. So give me a trick to see how well that went.
yep.
All right. So yeah, the machine is standing there, but it's been shut down for a while. People are just afraid of it and don't ask questions.
Hmm.
So yeah, other than being chained to the desk, not a
Yeah,
big
I
problem.
got this.
And you
Yeah.
can see smoke starting to billow in.
Oh, that's bad. Oh,
Yeah.
that guy ran
Well,
away after that, didn't he?
oh yeah,
Also, I'm
he's
chained
gone.
down. Oh gosh, this is terrible, actually. Uh, it is now time for me to see if I can free myself.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And now seems like the perfect time to go hard and see if I start burning immediately.
Sounds good.
Who's the
Uh,
gold? I won't forget.
because I am already chained up myself, I assume it is harder for me to unchain myself while chained.
Yeah, we would be starting at limited effect.
Right, so
So going hard
that's
brings
why
up
the
the
going hard
standard.
is needed. So let's go ahead and do it. I could dark bargain this too, but I'm not sure what the good dark bargain would be in this case. Because it's already covered by going hard. So I'll just roll 2 dice. Big success.
All right, so you are going hard. You do get them off, but they are getting hot by now. The consequence, because you're in a dangerous situation, you went hard, is the bloody condition unless you resist.
Um, if I resist and I get a partial success, I take 2 stress and things get terrible. I'm gonna just be bloodied.
All right, so be bloodied, shock everything, and now you just have to get out, Slimmick. You can see people, you can hear people's shouts. You can see the outer walls are up in a blaze.
Hmm.
Apparently, oil plus wood and fire is a bad combination if you want to live.
Yeah, definitely. So I need to figure out how to get out of here. Finding like a secret passage, not really possible here. Tricking people, I can't trick a fire, of course.
Hmm.
I could tell people to try to do stuff. The best I have is finesse and trying to wiggle through whatever is keeping the crowd at bay here.
Fair. So as you're running around looking for an exit, you see a very large man shouting out. He's got his mask off, and he's basically offering a reward to anyone who can get him out of here alive. Most people seem to be in a panic and are just ignoring him.
But money. But saving people, but money. Hmm. But also I'm about to die. But money.
Mm.
Will Slimmick escape the burning opera house, or will he save someone and get money?
Wait, I have the perfect idea. You there! I know how to get you out of here. You just need to follow my lead.
Right. Is this do you so give me a trick. Let's see if you can convince him with that short little phrase.
Okay. This is going to be at -1 because I am bloodied.
Right, but
Or
you
because
unshock it.
brains shocked. Yeah, I can unshock brains. Yeah.
And he runs over, and just the short run from where he is to you puts him out of breath. You can get me out of here?
Yes, I know a perfect way. I see over there, it looks like everyone's trying to get through the ground floor, but I know exactly how we can get out. Quick, go over there to that second-story window.
Okay. And
Alright,
he
good. Now I need you
pops
to
him out
lift me
there,
up to it.
and he lifts you up.
Alright? And then I escape through the second-floor window. See you later, sucker.
All right.
Oh, I did it.
So is Slick meeting
Nice.
back up with people, or what's his plan? Is he done with this place?
Uh, I have everything shocked and bloodied. I may very well be done with this place. I'm out.
How's he getting out?
Uh, well, I mean, I have the city to myself. I could probably just walk through the streets, go back up to the shrine thingy, and go through
Mhm.
the portal.
There was no portal on this side.
Oh, dang, that's terrible. I think I probably have to meet up with everyone then.
All right, so you two were heading to the tower, correct?
Yes.
So as you're getting close, you can smell what smells like almost like a barbecue. You see Slimmick approach. He's pretty burned up, but he's alive.
What
I
smells like
look at
cooked steak?
I look at Slimmick. I'm like, I'm very happy to see you. As I hand a gold piece. Legitimately take a gold.
I'm even happier to see you.
I'm just happy
Ad-
there was some idiot willing to help me get out of there. He was looking around like he lost something, and oh,
I believe,
stepping stools for the
yes,
great.
I believe we all agree that anyone willing to help you get out of a deadly fire trap must be an idiot. Oh, it just sets them up.
uh, uh, but I also realized that I have no idea how we're getting out of here. We're in an underground cavern, aren't we? Or is this open sky?
Looking up the sky is just black.
Yeah,
So
I mean that might be Sky.
Uh, you know, I got an interesting question. How are we getting out of here?
I don't know. Maybe this is our new home. Can't be any worse than where we used to live.
Well, yeah, we already got some loot anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That loot might be
Oh.
cursed. You should really let me look at that sword.
What sword?
What sword?
Can I see it?
Well, maybe there's a portal inside the tower. I'm guessing not, since that's where they put the prisoners, and that would be the last place you'd put a portal.
Mm-hmm. But if they
But we
took,
might as well.
but if Gar was
Um,
here and he said he was a god and he got taken there and he went to prison, he would just kind of shrug, not really care, and then portal out. So there's going to be a portal in the prison that he made because he probably escaped. Flashback.
yeah, spend the stress.
All right, I'm gonna spend distress. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a portal there.
Definitely
Wow.
what happened.
I really can't disagree with you, and you smell so delicious.
And I just start
Thank you
nibbling on
for
myself a
doing
little bit.
that.
You're right.
Thank you for doing that because I will now use my scout ability to establish a second fact.
Ooh.
All right.
So, this tower, most towers are straight up. This one leans a bit.
Okay.
Hold on, most towers are straight up. Yes, that is the essential quality of the
Wonder where he was going with that.
But I'm guessing everything here precisely machined, or is this like a junk town?
It isn't futuristic, but it's definitely a higher grade than Junktown. Think very Magitech style
Okay,
level of
then
technology.
I'm guessing that they wouldn't have a tower that just kind of leans. I'm guessing it's probably like maybe like a corkscrew spiral, maybe.
Would make
So
sense.
it leans to one side because it's actually like a curled cone. That would make a little more sense to me.
You're right. It does look like
Yep.
that. This is perfect. Why didn't I ever think about it? A tower shaped like that to indicate that you're screwing the people. It's perfect.
Well,
Dildo-shaped towers are so 8th century.
I was thinking more for climbing purposes. It's easier to climb an angle than straight up.
Yeah,
All right.
no, yeah, that's
But
totally
the
doable.
Corkscrew will definitely abuse that.
You want to climb up the outside? We could just go on the inside. But I guess climbing the outside works.
Well, if it's a guarded place, then going in through the front means going through guards.
Did you bring rope?
No.
I look at my supply and yes.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you guys were accomplished thieves. How long were you keeping this a secret from me?
Since yesterday, actually.
Huh.
Yes.
This is great. Now, let's do this, sure.
I know. I didn't think I could learn anything either.
I will start stretching first to limber up, which you should always do before you scale a tower.
Yes. I do what is called yoga every morning.
I'd like to
Yep,
do what I learned from Sam's Club, which is jazzercise.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. You're welcome.
Perfect.
All right, let's get that bread. I suppose we should send the Lord up first because, well, what skill is it you use to climb? I guess finesse?
I guess so.
Because it's not smashing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
Certainly not
I'm
slashing.
I'm gonna be going for finesse.
Yeah, that sounds good.
'Kay.
Do you have a top tier rope or is just a regular rope?
It's a decent rope.
Okay. How tall is the tower and how long is the rope?
So he's got about 20 feet of rope, so it could probably go about halfway up this tower. The tower's about 40 feet from one tip to the other.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's not long rope at all.
Well, we can still breach into the middle of it.
Exactly.
Breach? You mean blow a hole in the wall?
We
I'm
gotta get in
climbing as
somehow.
they're talking.
Oop. Good climbing.
Wow. Well, I can't be outdone by this. I'm gonna have to go up next. Is there a landing or something that the Lord stops on or something?
It is a
Um,
corkscrew.
Yeah, he probably gets about
uh,
halfway up, and one of the juts out, he has a place to rest.
yep.
Neat. All right. I'll go up next. I can't be outdone. Well, I'm a crappy climber.
All right, so Peony, you're about halfway up when one of the windows in the tower, the curtains open, and they look up, they see you, you see them.
Um, I mean, all I can think of is wave. I mean, Slimmick, this is your cue to assassinate him.
Uh, this is my cue to go ahead and, on my own way up, just go window cleaning and just take out like a piece of cloth and just start cleaning it.
Do you have a piece of cloth?
I got my shirt.
All right, give me a trick.
So
Charge
stupid.
shirt.
It's a
Oh
really
my
good
god.
trick.
I can't believe they bought that.
So the poor person, their gray skin, they kind of look up, give a nod, just close the curtains.
Wow, this is the best day ever.
I do imagine I too have to actually climb up, don't I?
Yep.
Alright, so let's roll finesse and see if I just fall immediately after that. Now I'm doing great.
Wow, I am just basically not helping anyone today. I mean, I literally almost murdered you.
Gosh, you're in the middle of climbing up and I literally just climb over you.
What you did was you got rid of witnesses. That's
Why
all.
are
That's
you
all you
wearing spiked? Why are you wearing spiked boots? You don't even have to wear shoes.
did.
Well, it was in case I wanted to stomp on someone's toes.
Now I remember why I married you.
Ah, I remember too. One of us is getting the divorce money.
All right. Um, I guess we need to get the rope up for the second part. Do you want me to do that, or do you want to do that?
Well, I think it is smartest if I make the attempt, but
Alright,
Um,
your show then.
well, you guys are rolling sixes, so I'm not going to contradict you on that.
um, would you say that this is a
Alright.
risky area?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree.
In that case, I would like to use scavenger
Uh-oh.
to
Alright.
harvest a tier 2 concoction.
All right, so you slip in the window where you are, look around, there seems to be a small lab there, and what are you lifting from there?
Um, I
Oh,
grab a bottle.
first you have to make a success. So give
Are
me a
you
scan.
you're
Well, I
literally
did just succeed on the first part.
Oh, you're right, Trev. That was the second part. I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so what do you find in this window here that someone's left unattended?
You know what my tier 2 concoction is. I'm just going to pull up the book now.
Are you
All right.
literally pulling out like a cliff bar in the middle of climbing?
Potentially.
Oh, ridiculous.
While I'm determining that, I will also roll my finesse to get the rest of the way up.
All right. So you guys are getting to the top of the tower is the plan. All right. So Lord
Yes.
Movish, you're crawling up. You're noticing your rope is starting to fray a little. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe you guys just haven't been very careful with it, but you make it up.
I was really hoping it would break at a better time. I should remember to only cut the ropes that I think I'm not going to use.
Oh, give me this stupid rope.
Well,
I'll
I am
fix
up.
it. There. It's fine.
All right, Peony, what piece of your equipment did you use to fix up this rope?